It's one thing to tell people the message of the Bible is the sufferings of Christ and the glories that will follow. But it's another thing to say, okay, well, what does that actually look like in terms of these different narrative passages? And so I think this series of sermons will give some answers to that. Well, as I've said in other contexts, people learn to read the Bible the way they hear it preached. And so the best way for both pastors and for lay people to see what gospel-centered preaching is to read exemplars of it. And so I think this new book with this series of Christ-centered sermons on the book of Genesis will give people models and will illustrate this principle. It's one thing to tell people the message of the Bible is the sufferings of Christ and the glories that will follow. But it's another thing to say, okay, well, what does that actually look like in terms of these different narrative passages? And so I think this series of sermons will give some answers to that. It will give some shape to what it means to see the message of the whole of Scriptures, in this case the book of Genesis, being the sufferings of Christ and the glories that will follow. I think pastors have models here of what gospel-centered sermons look like. And models by different people. That not all of the sermons are by me, or you only get one model. You've got multiple models here, which enables you to see how different preachers will preach the sufferings of Christ and glories will follow in a way that matches their particular gifts and insights. And so it's not a one-size-fits-all that you have to be just like me. Here we have multiple models, and so you can find the one that fits your voice and fits your context, which will be different from the way other people's preach. And for ordinary lay people, I think this will satisfy your thirst to see Christ crucified, raised, exalted. As you read these sermons, they will feed your soul and will help you to grow in your understanding of this part of the Bible, which will then train you and help you and equip you to see Christ also as you read other parts of the Bible.